Used to say my name the way you used to, but something in your voice don't feel the same. We still sleep beside each other in the dark, but I can feel the distance in the space. You look at me like you are somewhere else, like your heart already packed its things, and I keep trying to hold on to the air, while love is slipping quietly from me. I've been blaming myself in silence, trying to find where we went wrong. Was it one night? Was it one sentence? Or were you gone for far too long? When did you stop loving me? Was it slow or all at once? Did you wake up one morning and decide I wasn't enough? When did your hands stop reaching? When did your eyes stop needing me? I'm still here, the same as I've always been. So when did you stop loving me? I remember how you used to hold me, like losing me was your biggest fear. And now I talk and all I hear between us is the kind of quiet I can't bear. You don't fight, you don't say you're sorry, you just fade a little every day. And the hardest part of all is knowing I can't make your heart decide to stay. So I keep replaying old memories like they might tell me what to do, but no picture, no broken promise can't explain what changed in you. When did you stop loving me? Was it slow or all at once? Did you wake up one morning and decide I wasn't enough? When did your hands stop reaching? When did your eyes stop needing me? I'm still here, the same as I've always been. So when did you stop loving me? If you were hurting, why not tell me? If you were leaving, why stay this long? How do I stand in the middle of forever and find out I've been alone all along? And I would have tried to fix the pieces, I would have fought for what we were, but you were already disappearing while I was still calling it love. When did you stop loving me? Was it slow or all at once? Did you hold me while you knew you were already moving on? When did my touch stop mattering? When did your heart get free? I'm still here with all the love you left behind. So when did you stop loving me? You still say my name the way you used to, but now I know it's not the same. And I keep hearing one question in the dark: when did you stop loving me? You were sitting right beside me, but you never felt so far. Same room, same night, same silence, different beating in your heart. You still touch me like you knew me, still call me by my name, but something faded in the way you stayed, and I could feel the change. I didn't hear a door slam shut, no final words, no warning sign, just a quiet kind of breaking right in front of my eyes. I felt you let go before you said a word, before goodbye had a voice, before it even hurt. I felt you let go in the space between your hands, like I was losing you in slow motion, and I didn't understand it. You were still here, but I was already alone. I felt you let go. We were talking like we always did, but you were somewhere I couldn't reach. Your eyes were on me for a second, then they slipped away from me. I kept trying to hold the moment, like love could still be saved. But every little look you gave me felt further than yesterday, and I kept searching for a reason, some small thing that I could blame. But love can leave without a sound and still leave everything changed. I felt you let go before you said a word, before goodbye had a voice, before it even hurt. I felt you let go in the space between your hands, like I was losing you in slow motion, and I didn't understand. You were still here, but I was already alone. Maybe you were tired of fighting, maybe your heart just changed, maybe I was still holding on while you were slipping away. And that's the kind of pain that stays, the kind you can't undo, when the person you still love stops holding on to you. I felt you let go before the truth came out, before the tears, before the leaving, before I felt the doubt. I felt you let go, and I still feel it now, like the moment love went missing and never turned around. You were still here, but your heart was already gone. I felt you let go. No, you didn't say it, but I knew it somehow. You were fading while I held you, and I still feel it now. You didn't leave with screaming words, no slam door, no final scene. You just changed a little every day, until love felt paper thin. You still sat with me at midnight, still reached for me in bed. But something in the way you held me felt like almost not all in. I kept telling myself maybe you were tired, maybe I was scared. But the truth was growing slowly, even when I wasn't prepared. You loved me less in silence, little by little, night by night. No warning, no confession, just a slow goodbye. You loved me less in silence, while I was still holding on. And by the time I felt it clearly, your heart was already look at me like I was home. Then your eyes began to wander, even when we were alone. I was trying to save the feeling. You were learning how to hide, how to stay without really staying, how to leave without leaving my side. And I searched for one big reason, something I could understand. But love doesn't always break like thunder. Sometimes it slips right through your hands. You love me less in silence, little by little, night by night. No warning, no confession, just a slow goodbye. You love me less in silence while I was still holding on. And by the time I felt it clearly, your heart was already gone. I would have fought through all the distance, I would have stayed through every storm. But I can't fix what you stop feeling. I can't make your love be born. And that's the part that keeps on hurting. Not that you changed, but I stayed blind. You were letting go so softly, I mistook it for time. You love me less in silence, little by little, day by day. I was hearing we're okay while your love was fading away. You love me less in silence, and I found it far too late. Now I'm standing in the ashes of love I thought was safe. No, you never said you'd lost me. You just slowly changed your touch. And I think what hurts the most is I still loved you just as much. You were still holding my hand, but not the way you did before. Your body stayed, your eyes moved on, like they were looking past the door. You still smiled when I was speaking, still said everything was fine. But love was getting harder to find in the quiet of your eyes. I tried to tell myself maybe it was just a phase, but something in me knew we were already changing. I saw the distance first before you said a thing, before the silence got too loud, before the hurt had a name. I saw the distance first in the way you pulled away, like your heart was leaving slowly, even while you begged it to stay. You were still beside me, but I felt the ending start. I saw the distance first before it broke my heart. I remember how you held me, like I was all you'd ever need. Then your touch turned unfamiliar, even when you were next to me. And I kept reaching for the version of us that used to be so sure. But love was turning into something I can no longer call secure. You never said you stopped believing, you never said you changed your mind. But some truths don't need words when they show up in goodbye. I saw the distance first before you said a thing, before the silence got too loud, before the hurt had a name. I saw the distance first in the way you pulled away, like your heart was leaving slowly, even while you begged it to stay. You were still beside me, but I felt the end inside. I saw the distance first before it broke my heart. Maybe you were trying to fight it, maybe you were scared like me, maybe love was slipping through us, too quiet for us both to see. But I was standing in the shadow of the words you couldn't say, watching us become a memory while you were still here every day. I saw the distance first before the truth came through, before goodbye was spoken, before I stopped reaching for you. I saw the distance first in every almost, every pause, like love was slowly disappearing without a reason, without a cause. You were still beside me, but already far apart. I saw the distance first before it broke my heart. Now I replay all the moments, trying to find where we got lost. But maybe I was feeling the end before you knew what it would cost. We used to talk until the morning, now we barely say enough. Same two hearts, same four walls, but nothing feels like us. You still know how to hold me, but not the way you did. It's like we're standing in the ruins of something we still miss. I keep going back in my mind, trying to find where it went wrong. Was it one fight, one hard season, or was it breaking all along? How did we lose us? How did love slip through? How did something so real turn into something we couldn't hold on to? How did we lose us with all we said we'd be? You were my home, my safe place. Now you feel like a memory. How did we lose us when you were everything to me? I remember how you looked at me like I was all you'd ever need. Now your eyes are full of distance, even when they're looking at me. I keep replaying little moments, wondering what I didn't see. How the love that felt so certain turned into uncertainty. And I would have tried to fix it if I knew what love needed there. But some things fall apart become the one you miss? How did we lose us when I still feel you here in every room and every silence, in every trace you left behind, my dear? How did we lose us when loving you still leaves? I still say your name in pieces, like it might bring back what was, but all I hear inside the silence is how did we lose us? You still walked in like you always did, still put your keys down by the door, still asked me how my day had been, but I could feel something was different for sure. You still kiss me on the forehead, still call me love the way you do, but there was no one behind it anymore, just the shape of what we knew. I kept telling myself maybe we were just tired, maybe we'd be fine, but your heart had started leaving long before you left mine. You were gone before goodbye, before the tears, before the truth, before the words were brave enough to say what we were going through. You were gone before goodbye, I felt it in the quiet way you changed. You were holding on to nothing while I was begging love to stay, and that's the part that hurts the most tonight. You were gone before goodbye. We still sat in the same silence, but it didn't feel the way it used to feel. I was trying to save the pieces, you were trying not to make it real. Your eyes stopped reaching for me, your touch forgot the way to make me feel like I was still the one you couldn't live a day without. And I was standing in the middle of a love already fading out. You had one foot in the ending while I was still full of doubt. You were gone before goodbye, before the tears, before the truth, before the words were brave enough to say what we were going through. You were gone before goodbye, I felt it in the quiet way you changed. You were holding on to nothing while I was begging love to stay, and that's the part that hurts the most tonight. You were gone before goodbye. If you stopped loving me slowly, why didn't you let me know? Why did you stay just close enough to make it hard to let it go? I would've faced the pain much sooner if you had just been honest then, but you let me keep on hoping while you were leaving in your head. You were gone before goodbye, before the night you finally said that somewhere in the middle of us, your heart had quietly left. You were gone before goodbye, and I still feel it even now, like I was loving someone deeply who was already checking out. And that's the part that breaks me every time. You were gone before goodbye. Now the house still looks the same, but nothing feels like home tonight. 'Cause I know I lost you long before the moment of goodbye. The coffee's cold, the room is quiet, your side of the bed stays smooth. The world keeps moving like it should, but mine still stops with you. I still reach for little moments like they never went away. Still hear your name inside my head at the end of every day. And I know I should be even though you're not around. Still carrying the words we said, still hearing your voice in every sound. I'm still here loving you like you never really left, holding on to what we were with both my hands against my chest. You moved on like love was something small, but I'm still here loving you through it all. I still pass the places we went and feel the air around me change, like every street still knows your footsteps, like every memory says your name. I tell myself I'll be okay now, that I'll learn to live somehow, but the truth is every part of me still turns when you come to mind somehow. Maybe time will make me stronger, maybe one day this won't hurt, but tonight your shadow fits me like the last thing I deserve. I'm still here loving you, even though you're not around. Still carrying the words we said, still hearing your voice in every sound. I'm still here loving you like you never really left, holding on to what we were with both my hands against my chest. You moved on like love was something small, but I'm still here loving you through it all. I don't wanna keep on breaking over someone who is gone, but love doesn't leave on schedule when the heart still wants to hold on. And I hate that I still miss you, like the night still needs the moon. You found a way to stop feeling. I'm still learning how to lose. I'm still here loving you in the silence, in the dark, in every little piece of me that still remembers who you are. I'm still here loving you, though I know I shouldn't be. Still standing where you left me with your ghost and what you mean to me. You let go, and maybe that's the truth, but I'm still here loving you. Maybe someday I'll stop waiting, maybe someday I'll move on too, but tonight my heart is only one truth. I'm still here loving you. You were quiet in a way I never knew, like your heart had somewhere else to be. You sat beside me, close enough to touch, but so far from the way you used to reach for me. The room was full of all the things we were, pictures, shadows, promises we made, but something in the air felt colder than before, like love was already slipping away. I kept searching your eyes for the old light, trying to find the one I knew, but all I saw was someone standing in the doorway, already halfway through. It was the night you fell out of love, the night the silence said too much, the night your hands stopped holding on while mine were still reaching out for us. It was the night you fell out of love, and I felt it before you spoke, like something beautiful was breaking without a sound, without a hope. I lost you long before you left, on the night you fell out of love. You still said my name like it mattered, but it didn't sound the way it did before. There was no you're still here. It was the night you fell out of love, the night the silence said too much, the night your hand stopped holding on while mine was still reaching out for us. It was the night you fell out of love, and I felt it before you spoke, like something beautiful was breaking without a sound, without a hope. I lost you long before you left, on the night you fell out of love. If your heart was already leaving, why did you hold me like you cared? Why did you let me keep believing there was still something left to save there? I would have faced the truth much sooner if you had let me see the end. But you stayed just long enough to break me, then let the night do what you couldn't say. It was the night you fell out of love, the night I watched your eyes grow cold, the night forever turned to memory before the truth was fully told. It was the night you fell out of love, and I still feel it even now, like a wound that never really closes, like a prayer that never made it out. I still hear that silence in my chest from the night you fell out of love. Now every evening carries echoes of the moment I was not enough, and I still wake up inside that darkness. The night you fell out of love.